A very warm welcome to another edition of Business Digest. My name is Diana Iriza and I'll be taking you through today's show. So buckle up and enjoy the show. Now, Bank of Kigali, in collaboration with Ingomoko, has just launched the third edition of Urumuri Initiative, and this initiative is going to give an opportunity to small and medium enterprises to win a huge sum amount of money that will support and grow their businesses. Let's have a look at this story. The Bank of Kigali Urumuri Initiative, which launched in 2017, is part of the bank's corporate social responsibility, through which promising entrepreneurs attend business incubation programs for 6 months. The initiative, in its current third year with the main partners Ingomoko Entrepreneur Development, is now back to support and grow businesses through consulting services and providing access to finance. With the theme Made in Rwanda, competitions are now open for applications and welcomes innovations in manufacturing, services, food and agriculture, technology or any other sector that promotes Made in Rwanda. Now join me as we welcome Sarah Lidom, the COO of Ingomoko, and Mr. Thierry Nshuti, the head of marketing from Bank of Kigali. They are here to shed more light on Urumuri Initiative and what the BK Urumuri competitions are all about. Thank you so much for taking the time and to be here and being part of Business Digest. Can you brief us a little bit on what the Urumuri Initiative is and how young entrepreneurs and SMEs are to benefit from this?
We at Ingomoko have been working with the Bank of Kigali for 3 years to run the Urumuri Initiative. And it's an initiative developed by the Bank of Kigali specifically to invest in young entrepreneurs for the country's growth. Bank of Kigali started this at their 50th anniversary, looking to develop the business leaders of the next 50 years. And we've been grateful to work with Bank of Kigali's leadership to identify promising young entrepreneurs across the country who are interested in accessing training, consulting, and affordable finance to be able to grow their businesses.
Mr. Thierry, this is not the first time Bank of Kigali is collaborating with Ingomoko when it comes to this entire initiative. What inspired Bank of Kigali to be part of this initiative?
Kigali is also a very strong market player when it comes to the economy of this country. And then we had to think as a bank, like what else can we do for the business community in Rwanda, for the future of Rwanda. Of course, we do give loan, we do give financial facilities, but we also care about what will be the future of the economy so that we keep also doing our business. So the idea came and we found out like it's better we start supporting some young entrepreneurs to make sure like they're gonna be a business people in the future. That's the first idea which came in mind, and then it comes on how to do it. What do we have to do for them? What do we need to teach to them? From there, we thought about looking for a strong partner who can also help us to make sure like those details are defined, and it's where Ingomoko came in.
All interested candidates are encouraged to apply and get a chance to be among the 25 selected businesses to go through Ingomoko's 6-month business accelerator. Selected participants will start off their rigorous training with a 3-day boot camp and 6 months of business consulting to grow their businesses. The top 5 of all competing businesses will access an interest-free loan provided by Bank of Kigali. Thierry talked about some companies being involved in these competitions, companies such as Safe Motors and Yummy and Fresh. And some of these companies are bigger than other companies. Don't you think they will benefit more from this initiative?
So over the past 2 years, when we've already selected winners, we've had the opportunity to select winners in a range of different industries. So we've had technology companies, agriculture companies, retail and fashion companies, professional services companies, and we're really looking for entrepreneurs who can take the services that we're offering and use that to grow their business, regardless of what level they're at. So if they're a small company that is looking to really get their start, we can work with them to provide services that meet their needs at that moment. And then also even for large companies face challenges in the growth, right? So they're getting to that next level and needing to look at their big brothers and big sisters at Bank of Kigali to learn from them, but also learning how to make sure that there's every step of the way they're able to grow forward.
The whole idea is those people, they have good ideas. They're even trying by themselves, but do they have means? Do they have financials? Do they know how to manage those financials if you do it? The first benefit is whoever is selected, he or she got trained on financials, on managing businesses, on doing his accountants, and probably looking for the markets. How do you really develop the whole idea? That's the first and biggest benefit, because they can come to you today, they give you financials, but if you don't know how to manage your financials, we can't also expect like tomorrow you'll be having money. Then after the training, it comes on winners. Winners, they got interest-free loans. It's loans, first of all. It's not grants, it's not donation, it's loans. But you would ask me like, why loans? Because you could also give money and the person goes away. The person you are training, it's not people will give money and he do something else with it. It's the person you are training today, it's a person who wants to stay in the business, develop a little bit the economic landscape of Rwanda, participate in the development of the country. That's why we prefer to give them loans instead of giving them grants, because we think they will feel the responsibility to grow that money, but also they will know how other business people works with the banks.
The application is just opened and we're very excited to have just a few applicants who have gotten in the past few days. The application period closes on March 31st, so there's still time for the rest of this month for people to apply at inhomoco.com. And the process is that once somebody fills out the application form, we will have an internal review to make sure that the clients, prospective clients, meet the right criteria. So that they've been in operations for around a year, that they have annual turnover around 500 million, and that they're focused most importantly on the Made in Rwanda theme this year. So we're really looking for promising Made in Rwanda businesses that want to grow.
Thank you so much, Mr. Thierry and Ms. Sarah, for being part of Business Digest, and I look forward to see how young entrepreneurs and SMEs benefit from this competition. Now, for those of you who want to apply and be part of this competition, make sure to apply through inhomoco.com. You're still watching Business Digest. We still have more to come. Do stay with us. This week, Business Digest visited Red Rocks, Rwanda to analyze the role this campsite plays in boosting the tourism sector in Rwanda. The Cultural Exchange campsite offers tourists an opportunity to be part of a community philanthropic travel with a commitment to conservation and responsible tourism in Rwanda. The philanthropic work in the rural villages ensures one is involved in original humanistic traditional communities as well as contribute to the social life development of people.
Best in local communities, so we are trying to promote like the communities around the women we are working with. They are the one that does our culture activities here.
Are there any specific inspections that are carried out by concerned authorities? Because in every hotel, restaurants, there's usually inspections, make sure that the products you have here, the services you give are conducive and organized, and the lodges are clean. Does the same thing happen here?
Yeah, it happens here, but we are mainly basically for campings. So we have these tents, and usually we got people that come with their own tents, the small tents. We just offer them the camping ground, and you have also these like oven trucks. They come with their own tents, so we find they are camping on the top of the car. Only they are using our showers and the restaurant and the bar only.
We are receiving many kind of visitors from around the world, from America, from Europe, from Australia. So there are many kind of visitors coming to visit us. The future plan we have is just to sustain the development from the local communities around here, as we are working with them, so they benefit from us. So we just target the development of local communities around even ourselves.
Now, despite the camping services that Red Rocks provides for tourists that boosts and promotes the Visit Rwanda campaign, Red Rocks also provides opportunities for the local women within the Musanze community to come up with cultural activities such as the creation of baskets and the banana beer creation. And 80% of the money that they make within these corporations and groups is used to better their lives. They get to use this money for education for their children and also medical care. You're still watching Business Digest. We still have more to come. Do stay with us. Located in Gacaca sector in Musanze district in northern Rwanda, Winners Potato Factory manufactures high-end crisps from a selected variety of Irish potatoes. Launched 3 years ago, the factory has the capacity to process 6,400 kilograms of selected Irish potatoes into crisps, but owners hope the production will increase in the next season. Winners Potato Factory works with the Rwanda Agriculture Board and International Fertilizer Development Center to help farmers produce quality products which will meet the factory demand.
I did research in the potato sector and I have found out this huge opportunity in processing these potatoes. Also because a lot of organizations, they focus on the development of the potatoes. To doing more analysis after my research on setting up this business, I got a lot of energy on this, and that's why I started this company. So the goal of our company is not becoming, it is becoming the best crisps of East Africa. So we want and the best snack of East Africa. That's our focus. But we also found out that we work a lot with the farmers, and now we really become a potato specialist. So we also look in the future onto how we can develop more products out of potatoes.
Last year, Winners scaled up its chips production capacity fivefold. The upgrade is a result of partnership between the factory and the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, through its private sector-driven agricultural growth project. Winners crisps are exported to Congo and Burundi as it looks into exporting more of its products into other countries within the region. The factory, which has been operating for the past 3 years, currently employs 52 permanent employees.
Actually, here at the factory, as you saw, men, they are young people because the average is 27 years old, of course. And again, because we are always working with farmers, to be able that they can supply the high quantity and the quality of potatoes we need, it means they need also something extra. So we need to strengthen them. Take sample, we bring them here, we analyze them, some parameters, and when they pass, of course, it's where we can buy them. And on that time, we always just make sure that we give the farmers the best price, which is above of the one on the market. So when they reach here, we put them in our store. So we start our processing. So from store, we put them where we can wash them to remove the soil, the sand, and also to select those damaged potatoes, rotten ones. So all those activities that they only done manually, then we bring them, we put them in the factory where we have a peeling machine.
And on today's segment of Market Trends, we'll be looking at the Consumer Price Index of the month of February 2019. Looking at the Urban Index, the Urban CPI increased by 0.8% on annual basis and increased by 0.3% on monthly basis. The annual average rate between February 2019 and February 2018 was 1.3%. Looking at the Rural Index, the Rural CPI decreased by 1.3% on annual basis and decreased by 0.4% on monthly basis. The overall Rwanda Index, the overall Rwanda CPI decreased by 0.4% on annual basis and decreased by 0.1% on monthly basis. The urban CPI increased by 0.8% in February 2019 compared to the same month of 2018. This was mainly due to the increase of 7.8% in prices of alcohol beverages and tobacco, 1.2% in prices of housing, water, electricity, gas and other fuels, and 8.2% in prices of transport. The monthly CPI increased by 0.3% in February 2019 compared to January 2018. This is mainly due to food and non-alcoholic beverages, which increased by 0.7%. The underlying inflation rate, excluding fresh food and energy, increased by 0.1% compared to January 2018 and increased by 1.6% when compared to February 2018.
Now, as we wrap up today's show, I just want to remind you that you could catch up with us again next time, same place, same time. Brought to you by Rwanda TV and sponsored by Bank of Kigali. Thank you for watching.